In today's video, I'll be taking you to 10 Caribbean restaurants. If you've never seen my series checking out 100 Jamaican/Caribbean inspired restaurants around New York, this will be your fast track through the first 10 episodes. And if you've seen all of these episodes, in this video, I'll tell you if I'd ever go back to any of these and which one was number one on this list. Let's go. New York, the foodie capital of the world. Hence why I'm here on a mission to explore food and also visit 100 Jamaican/Caribbean food spots and make 100 Jamaican dishes this year. I doubt there is 100, but I'll try. Welcome back to Soai. Now, since I've been here, it's been super hard for me to find a good hard-dough bread. You guys see the weather, it's pretty cold out today. Well, here it's good weather because it's 40, but yeah, still cold for me. It's hard to find a good cocoa bread to find a good cocoa bread here. Honestly, you gotta make do wherever you are in this world. New York is a pretty noisy place. Anyways, it's really hard to find a good hard dough bread here. And recently I had cocoa bread. Cocoa bread was really good. I could say that it probably competes with some of the cocoa breads back home. You guys can drop in the comments which cocoa bread you like, whether it's Tasties or the one from Juicy Beef. Anyhow, well, not Juicy Beef, Juicy Patties, they changed the name years ago. But I found a really good cocoa bread here, and my thinking was, if they could make a legit cocoa bread, then the hard-dough bread should be fantastic, right? So today, I'm gonna be taking you guys to this bakery called Kingston Tropical Bakery. The name is very befitting because the stuff there are pretty Jamaican. Now, seeing that we have quite a ride before we get there, let's take a look at what exactly is hard dough bread. Now, in Jamaica, we call it hard dough bread, as in H-A-R-D-O, but the correct name is actually hard dough bread. So in other terms, it should be hard dough bread because the bread is more of a harder consistency. And we in Jamaica, because we like to just fuse words together, we say hard dough. So it's H-A-R-D-O. Anyhow, now what are the ingredients to hard dough bread? It's pretty basic. It is flour, yeast, salt, sugar, and then some people might use molasses in there. Now, to give you guys an appearance of it, so the inside is very soft and nice, and then the skin, well, the outer part, or what people call a crust, for us, it's pretty shiny. That happens because usually they would like brush on like a sugary type of water on top of it. Now, the funny thing is, well, I don't know if we know, but hard dough is originated in Jamaica. So that is our Jamaican bread. Now, when I said soft and nice, I'm not talking like a light soft and nice. It is a denser bread, which we like. I don't know. I think when you eat hard dough bread, it's a lot more filling than any other bread. All right, so let's head off there. And if I failed to mention, this bakery is in the Bronx on White Plains Road. I'll put all the information in the description box so you guys can find it very easily. And when I say information, I'm talking about the Google map pin. So all you have to do is just click on the map pin, and if you're in New York, it's gonna take you directly there. All right, so welcome to the first in 100 of my food stops here in New York. Now, you guys are gonna ask, where is this place? Even after I told you, you guys can find it in the description box, but it's on 4000 White Plains Road, and we are in the Bronx. Okay, so let's talk money, because before you even come here, you gotta know how much money you're looking to spend. So it's anywhere between $1 to $10 US. So come with $10 US, you're gonna be able to get a couple things. Now outside they do have a menu here, and it says Jamaican delicacies. This, for a lot of us, is a comfort food. So Jamaican and West Indian delicacies. So there you have beef patties. I'm getting a beef patty today. And The vegetable patty, I hear it is one of the fan favorites. Whether you're a meat fan or not, people talk about the vegetable patty. But I'll come back here another day and do that. Pinch bread. Oh, there we go. There is the hard dough bread. Oh, they got Toto. Ooh, nutmeg bread. I've never heard of nutmeg bread before. I love bulla cake, bread pudding, and then they have the beverages down there. Smell like a bakery already. So the moment you come in here, it's pretty small. It's a very small space, so you're not gonna come here and sit down and eat or anything like that. It's a pretty small space, but all you see are just bread, baked items. Smell good. It smells like one of them, like juicy or a mother's, like you know the things are baked. All right, so we got the stuff. Now, this in Jamaica would be considered kind of like a street food because you're able to hold it with your hands and you can eat and go up on the road and do everything. Here, very important because in there's not really a space to stop and eat, and if you're walking or you're driving, you could just put this, into the palm of your hands, and you're gonna have something that is incredibly delicious. Look on the cocoa bread. This cocoa bread it's just super fluffy inside. Boy, I must love uno, because I make out all of the steam out of my cocoa bread for uno. All right. The cocoa bread hits all the marks. For one, it has the butter in there. It's soft. It's sweet. It's not sweet like overbearingly sweet, but it has a nice sweetness to it. Love it. Here's the patty. This is what it looks like. Now it has the crescent moon type shape and everything, but for me, to be fair, what it's missing, it's that kind of flaky look that a patty should have. For me, it's a little bit, it looks almost like a cocoa bread. Like the smoothness of it, for me, it looks a little bit too doughy. But let's bite into it. Again, spoiler. There's gonna always be trains in New York just going over our heads. So where this patty lacks, it lacks on the flakiness. Look at that. Now the big question is, have I gone back? Yes, I've been back a few times. What was most memorable for me, it's definitely going to be the cocoa bread. The cocoa bread is really good. I would say it's very consistent as well. And I also loved the meatloaf. And I'm going to be talking about what was memorable for me because when I'm reviewing these places, I'm going off of memory. I did a lot of these videos months ago. And I find with food, the ones that really, if you could remember a dish really well, it's either one of two things. It's either it was really good or it was really bad. And if it fades from your memory, it usually means it was kind of like average or something of that sort. Now for me, the beef patties are where they fell short. I don't think I would see myself going back there to order a patty deliberately. And that's because of the crust. I'm a big fan of a good patty crust. It needs to be flaky, it needs to be buttery. And this patty definitely doesn't have it, especially months after I checked out a bunch of other patty shops that really suited my needs. However, it is a fan favorite here in New York City. And yeah, let's check out the next spot. All right, so in Jamaica, a champion is a woman with a big so. That was the first thing I thought about when everyone kept commenting champion, champion, champion on my last patty video. So I'm thinking, this place has got to have patties which are fat, juicy, bread that is just big, soft, and just delicious. So I'm gonna read out a couple of the comments. I wanna send a big shout out to you guys because the comments and the feedback really do help me to find and highlight other Jamaican spots that have, good representations of things that we really love. So let's read a couple comments. So this first comment is from Janet Burt. She says, my best tasting hard dough bread is here in the Bronx, Champion Bakery. It's the next block on White Plains Road. Thank you so much for that. And a lot of people did comment after saying facts. I concurred. Yeah, Champion is definitely better. Real Uptown knows that. You know what's funny? In Jamaica, when we say uptown, it means that, yo, you have money or you're kind of hype. 100 bars also says, get the patty from Champion Breaky, then get the cocoa bread from Kingston. I just might do that. Young Boss Stepper said, Champion Bakery next time for the bread. It's right down the block from there. There were a lot more other comments saying Champion, so guys, here I am. I'm gonna check out Champion Bakery, and it's literally a 30-second walk from where we went before. So I'm gonna head in. So far, I like what I see inside. So just for some context, it is indeed it's a Saturday. So on a Saturday, a lot of, there's obviously a lot more people will be trying to buy, you know, breads and myself. Okay, so they don't want me to film inside. So I'm just gonna have to get as much as I can, and I'll film on the outside. So I'm not gonna lie to you, the greeting I'm gonna get kind of make me feel a little way, but you have to be professional. You have to understand that. I understand my people. My people are, they never want to get caught on camera. But nonetheless, in there was an experience. I do prefer being inside there than the other one because it felt like I could really reach out and grab my breads. The desserts looked very sparkly and shiny. And the crust on this patty here definitely does seem like it's a step above the other one. So I'm pretty excited to try. I ain't gonna lie, I felt some type of way. Like, I even messed up my order. I never wanted to buy a cocoa bread. I wanted to just buy the patty and then something else. But then I was just like, you know what? Let me try to hurry up and just get my thing done. But anyway, so let's give my honest review. I know some of you have seen content like this before, but this is my first experience here. All right, so first off, it is indeed a flakier patty. Definitely a flakier patty. If you look at it here, you can see far better in terms of the flakiness. But it's not that hot though. You guys are right. I'm not surprised. So many people can't be telling a lie. It is a better patty. Look at the meat. The outside wasn't that hot, but the inside is hot. The crust on this one is levels above. Not quite what it is like back home, but still they are their own establishment. Quite unique, but I like this. If I were to buy a patty, I think I'm mostly going to Champion. I'm not gonna lie. But this is what the cocoa bread looks like. It's not gonna be so hot because right now it's cold outside. But the cocoa bread, it looks to par. It looks exactly what you expect a cocoa bread to be like. You get to see me in real life, right? I'm doing good.
Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Always watching from Jamaica here everywhere. All right.
That's your spot?
Yeah, sort of. I like your patty more than the one over there.
That's what everybody told me.
But I like the cocoa bread over there.
The cocoa bread over.
Yeah.
You see, guys?
The cocoa bread is good over there. The patty over there.
There we go. All right, nice to meet you.
To see you.
So you guys heard that live and direct. Like, the patties, I agree here, are better. The cocoa bread is pretty standard. It tastes like a good cocoa bread, but something about the other spot where it's softer, it's a little bit more buttery, a little bit more, how can I say, a little bit sweeter. This one is more, it's a good cocoa bread. All right, so I get my bread. Got my hard dough bread. How you know the bread good? Not even the bread good, but how you know the bread is fresh is when you're looking at the bag. And if you guys can see that here, if you look in the bag, you start seeing a bit of condensation because the bread is fresh and hot. Now the question is, have I gone back? Yes, I go back to this place faithfully. Even though if you watch the original video, you know, they were a little bit aggressive in the first part, and that would normally make people not want to go back to a spot, but I go back there quite often, especially for their hard dough bread. I think they make the best hard dough bread in their city. I bring it to my family in New Jersey, and they will not stop talking about this hard dough bread. The hard dough bread here is really good. Also, I think that they make a pretty decent beef patty. The flakiness is pretty good, and the meat inside is pretty decent as well. Now, in terms of consistency, for the hard dough bread, I can talk about that all day long. Yes, the hard dough bread is generally pretty consistent. Maybe it might fall a point here or there, but generally consistent. Now, would I travel borrows for it or states? I probably wouldn't travel states for the hard dough bread, but I would try to have it express shipped to me. This hard dough bread here, it is really, really good. And what's most memorable at this spot, I'll never forget how the lady treated me on the way walking in. Every time I go in there, I'm like, But what was most memorable though is definitely the hard dough bread. Love it. All right, guys, welcome back to Soai. Now, I've seen a lot of strange things happen in New York. And one of the strangest things that I've seen is there is a huge population of Caribbean people, to be more specific, Jamaican people here. And it's super hard for me to find a good jerk chicken. Like most of the times the jerk chicken here for me is very mid. If you guys have any suggestions, drop it in the comments. You guys know I'm trying to find 100 Jamaican spots. If I could find 100 of them that are good, that's gonna be up to you guys and your recommendations. But so far, the jerk chicken here is cold bad, colder than the snow up on the floor. Now, the reason why I'm so critical of the jerk chicken, so patty is a whole different story. With patty, doing the crust is a whole technique, but for me personally, doing a good jerk chicken isn't so hard. And I don't know, there's one place that I've tried before. It was someone had sent me some Uber food, and it was from a place called Boston Jerk. I hope to go back there. I'm sure it's gonna make the list because the jerk pork there on that day was very good. Now, being on White Plains, I have seen this spot called Jerk House, and I ain't gonna lie, it looks sophisticated. It looks really good. From the outside, I'm like, all right, Jerk House. Now, to be real with you, I've never even heard wind of this place. I've never seen it as a comment. No one has never given me a shout out on this spot. So I'm going there purely off free will. A lot of the times when I try to find a good place, I would check on Yelp. I do write reviews for Yelp when I have the chance, or I might check on Google Maps. So I'm gonna read one Yelp review. The rating on this place is 3.3 out of 5. Giving me thoughts. But the first Yelp review that I saw, this person says, this is one of my favorite restaurants in the Bronx. The food is always fresh and the customer service is great. It's always a treat for me and my family when we eat from Jerk House. This is from Ojane, and this was done a month ago. Ojane, it's up to you. So like I said, I just kept passing this place quite often. Love you, trains. Those who've been following this series, you know why I did that. So I've been passing this place quite often, so I'm just gonna stop on in, and I pray to God that the jerk chicken is good. Okay, let's head into the Jerk House. So first of all, in my quick research, I did find people saying that the customer service is very good. Just spoke to someone and they said that they've been about for 8 years. So that for me is a good start. So they've been about for 8 years, but they have refurbished their spot. So in here, it doesn't look like the conventional type of jerk or Jamaican restaurant. I would say it looks very up to date, it looks modern, it looks clean, and the table display of foods look immaculate. Now when I came inside earlier, because I do come into these places and look before I even start filming. When I came into here earlier, I was looking for the jerk chicken, and they said there's no jerk chicken in there. It's in the back on the grill. That for me is also another good sign. So you're gonna get your jerk hot off the grill with hopefully a little bit of smokiness, hopefully a little bit of char. So yeah, what I'm ordering today is gonna be a jerk chicken. I'm probably gonna go with the medium jerk chicken that comes with rice and peas and plantain. If you're selling jerk chicken and it doesn't come with rice and peas, especially plantain, it's a miss for me. All right, so first off, them customer service is really good. On top of it, you don't need to bring cash only. You can use tap to pay, use your credit card, whatever. That's also a part of customer service. Because in today's day, not everybody walking with cash. You could probably even forget your wallet and you're hungry, and you got your phone with you, which most people don't forget. Boom. All right, so this is what it looks like. This is a medium. I think I paid somewhere around like $14 about for this plate. And they did give me 2 things of jerk sauce. Let's test the jerk sauce. Nice and thick, kind of looks like a barbecue consistency. Pray to God it's not barbecue. It is barbecue. I'm gonna check the other sauce to see if it is also barbecue or their version of a jerk barbecue sauce. Usually jerk sauce is more on the liquidy side. Ah, here we go, here we go. All right, then my starts off good. Let's try this. Spicy. Ooh. Okay, all right, finally pulled our box. I don't want this to slide away, but this is our jerk chicken. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, Jerk House, you gotta do it. You gotta do it for me. Come on, give me something. We found jerk chicken. Let me add a bit of this jerk sauce. Piece for you guys. All right, so let's get into it really quick. So the rice and peas, depends on the type of rice you like. I think it's more on the fluffier side. So it's not underdone, and I wouldn't consider it to be shelly. It's more on the fluffier type of rice and peas. Has a nice amount of flavor to it. Pretty well done execution. I prefer a shellier rice and peas, but you know, to each his own. The jerk chicken is not a knockoff jerk chicken. You know, it's pretty close to what you would expect a jerk chicken to be. For me, it could have been a little bit moister, but I like the fact that the jerk sauce was actually a jerk sauce that you could throw on top of it to give it more moisture. And for me, the jerk sauce wasn't hot. It wasn't that type of jerk sauce. It's like, oh my God, like you guys overdid it with pepper.
Now, have I gone back? I went back only once. Now, would I travel states or boroughs for it? Unfortunately, no. The sad truth is, I would say 85% of the restaurants that I've checked out on in this adventure, they don't really create legendary standard food that would make people go, I need to move mountains, travel cities, states, boroughs to check the food out. However, if you're within the area, let's say you check on Uber Eats or Grubhub, it's definitely going to be something that is worth giving a try. Now, what was most memorable? I wouldn't even say it was the food, but how the company themselves interacted with me. I remember weeks after doing the video, the owners reached out to me to say, hey, I loved your constructive criticism, just highlighting, you know, the businesses within the community. Thank you so much. And I found throughout my time visiting Caribbean businesses, they don't really show content creators, or especially the Caribbean content creators, a lot of support in that way. And what took it over the top was when they reached out to me again to say, hey, we'd want to do some business with you just to show you some even more support. And I will never forget that. And with that being said, I think they deserve all the support that they can get from the Caribbean community. Now, in terms of consistency, let's talk about the jerk. In truth, you can't tell a jerk purist that this is the best jerk in the city because they would fall short with not using a charcoal grill. I would say the charcoal flavor adds at least 30% of what a jerk should taste like. And they have to do it on a gas grill. Unfortunately, because New York City is a little bit more tough on people just having a charcoal grill outside or in the back because of the pollutants that it causes. So there's a lot of tickets and fines that go with it. But, you know, on the base level, I would say it's a decent jerk. The other foods are pretty consistent and inside is clean with really good customer service.
Welcome back to Soai. Hey everyone. I'm cold. I'm not gonna stop saying that. It's a colder day today. It's supposed to be snowing in the evening, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow as well. Now, I did say I was gonna come down to Paul's Bakery. Now, Paul's Bakery, the first time I saw it, and I've seen it on Yelp and other places, and it seems like a pretty nice bakery, but I'm not hearing a lot of noise on Paul's Bakery. In one of the videos that I did, I saw a lot of comments on other places, and I think I maybe had seen 2 comments of people saying Paul's Bakery. Now, one thing that I've learned about being here is that people tend to support places that are on their block usually. And I also noticed that people here tend to be a little bit more on the impatient side. Everyone has somewhere to go and they need to get there now. Oh, saw that girl just now eating a cocoa bread. There she goes again. So, wow. Really? Oh, of course.
You're not afraid to tell them that the food not taste good? You love food, you know?
You afraid for that one video?
No.
What you say?
You don't afraid to tell them that the food not taste good?
Exactly.
You love food.
White Plains Road has a... You saw me?
You were at the patty store?
Yes.
Yes, online.
Oh, really?
Saw you there now. Yeah, you were telling the people, right? You were at Kingston
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't forget I was watching you. Are you right that you was on the
Scooter. Yeah.
All right, say something, all right. You something?
Right? Wow. Yeah, I tend to meet a lot of people on the streets. It's ridiculous. I cannot walk on any street in New York without someone recognizing me. So again, shout out to you guys who have given me the recommendations. Only got 2 recommendations, I think, from Paul, but we're going to head in right now and try a couple things. I definitely want another beef patty. I definitely want to try a veggie patty. Everyone always talks about the veggie patties from all these other bakeries. Before I lost my train of thought, yes, White Plains Road seems to have a lot of different bakeries places. So today, we're going inside to Paul's place, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about the patties. Like the lady say, I'm gonna tell you honest truth, if it don't taste good, it don't taste good. If it tastes good, it tastes good. Ooh. Nicest thing, they have an ATM machine. What you'll notice most of the times is that it's cash only. So most of the time it's cash only, so the ATM machine is there. If you have your debit card, you can pull some money. I think it's usually cash only because most of the items are pretty affordable. What I've noticed so far, if you come with at least $10, you can get a patty, you can get a cocoa bread, and a drink. Some people say, yo, $10, you can't get much with $10, but yeah, patty, cocoa bread, and a drink, which is the usual stuff you get from a patty shop. Yeah, but again, this is not a patty shop though. This is a bakery and they have a bunch of stuff. So today, I want to try toto. I don't really find like a lot of people make a really good toto, so I'm going to try the toto from here today. People have been raving about veg patties here in White Plains, so I'm going to grab a veg patty. I'm going to also try a beef patty. And yeah, I think I'm all cocoa breaded out. But all right, here is the veggie patty. Look at that. This is a vegetable patty. Cheers. That's what the inside looks like. Not a vegan. This patty is spiced and flavored pretty well. Sorry. For a second there, I almost forgot that I was filming. I am freaking enjoying this. And this is not even the vegetable patty everyone has been talking about or raving about. But this is great. Now, let me just finish this because, yeah. So I could literally feel myself becoming more somber because the weather has, the temperature is dropping and it's getting gloomier. And I'm a guy of the sun. You know, I'm accustomed to seeing sunshine every single day, and like it or not, sunshine makes you a lot more happier. So I did feel my spirits kind of falling, but after having that patty, my spirits actually went back up. Now, what exactly is a patty? Does it have to be flaky on the outside? Yes, most of us, we do expect a patty to be flaky on the outside, and I cannot tell you that that patty was flaky. Now, what it was like, and I think it really worked for it though, it felt almost like a flatbread kind of loaf. So the crust, well, it's not really a crust, but the outer parts was flatter, and I believe it was made of some type of a whole wheat. Didn't feel too whole wheaty, but it felt kind of like a...
Now, Paul's Bakery. I won't comment too much on this because the first place I went to, which was Kingston Bakery, and Paul's Bakery are pretty much the same thing. They sell exactly the same products because Kingston is, I believe, is the parent company. Yeah. Now, have I gone back? I went back once, and it was really because of convenience. I guess we were driving by and, you know, you felt for a patty and a cocoa bread and you did a quick grab. Now, would I travel states or boroughs for it? Unfortunately, it would be a no for me because I would rather go to Kingston Bakery, which I think has more of that bakery vibe, especially on the weekend where you see all the Caribbean people communing to get their favorite cocoa bread or, you know, patties or baked items.
So we have one simple rule on the vlog. You want to hear it?
What?
It's rated R. So real, raw, and respectful. You ready?
Okay.
Cool. All right, guys, welcome back to Stuck in an Island, where I'm stuck with you guys and we are always smiling. I haven't said that in a very long time. So, today we're going to a place called Tasty Delicious, right?
Yeah.
That's basically your recommendation because I saw your comment and I was just like, yo, make a roll. And now we're headed. you look nervous as hell. All right, so we decided to say, yo, we'll go roll, go Tasty Delicious. Cool. I came over, I think it was last night, in the snow. Just to make sure, so we reach one time so we can try this food. So I hope this food is really good. What dish did you like from that spot?
The curry goat. Wait, the curry goat patty.
Mm-hmm.
They had really good beef patty too. I don't know much about the chicken though.
So the curry goat patty. Oh, curry goat patty. Oh, okay, you're Indian.
No, I
Oh my
generally
God.
don't like curry, but I love curry goat.
Okay, so what?
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna crush up an Indian car, right? I know. All right, so we reach. We look darky. All right, better. So I tell people all the time, these cameras sometimes I don't feel like they're made for our complexion, but whatever. Those who know video work know. So we got to Avenue A, Tasty Delicious. It is a bakery outlet, I see, so if you're into your baked goods, you can get them. So Soai gone inside because she cool. Bye. I'm gonna do my thing out here. So yeah, it's a bakery outlet. Smells like a bakery. Smells like basically the other ones that we went to. What I did notice about this spot, it feels somewhat industrial. There's like a bunch of trucks and stuff like that passing by. So this is the appearance of this spot. It wasn't too far from where I was in Brooklyn. We took about like an 18-minute ride to get here. So we're gonna head on inside and see what it's about. I'm very interested to try the curry goat patty. Back in Jamaica, curry goat patty is not necessarily a thing. Sometimes, well, at Devon House, they do have a very good curry goat patty. I think the chicken patties are generally curry chicken patties, but Tasty's used to do, like it's a promotion where they did it for a couple months or so. Those patties are phenomenal, but it never lasted. I would assume because economically it doesn't really make much sense because goat is a more expensive meat, so the average Jamaican doesn't really have the money to be like just buying curry goat patties. The beef ones are a lot more affordable, but when they do put them out, they are fantastic. All right, one of that plate. Yo! No. I say the place done. It is so small in here, guys. Like, it's small. So back there, that's where you see like a lot of baking going on. So it's a big place, but it's more like an outlet. So you just come and you pick up your baked goods, basically. The rest of the store is really back there. What's your favorite pastry from here, generally? Let me feel tall. I'm gonna let that go you.
I'd say I haven't tried a lot of stuff. I tried the sugar bun and their Christmas cake, but I like the Christmas cake.
Like the Christmas
it's a
cake.
bit too sweet, but
You like
I love
it. So the patty look like a patty, bro. I think so far out of every patty what me try, that patty look like a patty. So here we got this is Toto? Toto. So here we got Toto here. Yeah, we probably might try that. When you come to most Jamaican spots, they expect, and this is just in general, they want you to know what you want. It's not a place where you're gonna come there and just be like, what do I want?
Let me think.
No, what you want? Right? Like literally, it was me next. What happened? I was before you, and I said, no, you go ahead. When it came to me, I was just like, all right, I wanna Miss. And then she just skipped over me, went to a different person. I'm like, yo, it's hilarious. Anyhow, the first thing, I never got the curry goat patty that I wanted. I don't know why, probably just not in stock. But I did get a beef patty, and I'm looking at it right now. It looks so... That's the beef what you got? Beef? It looks really good. This is what it looks like. It is a nice looking patty.
You don't sound so sure about that one.
No, it is. I'm just trying not to drop crumbs in the car. It's a nice looking. It's a nice looking patty. That's what it looks like. I think it smells the most like a beef patty than everywhere I've been to so far. Feels the most, probably a little bit curry looking in the color wise. Like the color is a little bit, the crust looks a little bit off, but crisp wise. So these are supposed to be fresh because we saw them come out on the trays. I don't like comparing food to body parts, but sometimes you just have to. It feels like when you see a beautiful girl and she has more top than bottom, or the flip when she has more bottom than top. Like something for me. So the first bite of it, it feels like they kind of skimped out on the meat, I would think. If you look at it, it looks...
Mine falling out.
Yours is falling out. Mine, it looks a little bit flat. So someone called me a pattyologist, and I think I kind of am. So usually when a patty comes out, like from Tasty's or Juicy Beef, it normally has a curvature. It's just the very same as this one.
But it's filled with meat.
So, exactly. So you look at it here, it has a curvature, right? But generally in Jamaica, the curve, it comes down. So this part is supposed to be flat and it puffs up. That for me, in estimation, is usually because of the steam. That tells me that the patty is fresh and it's hot. So the steam kind of helps to puff it up and there's meat in there. Over time, in the day, you'll find it kind of get flat down. So the top curve kind of starts sinking in. It's not that hot, it's not that fresh anymore. This one, on the other hand, there is meat in there, but it's not a lot. You see? That's basically it, the meat done. So I think if you're a fan of crust, because there are some people out there who prefer the crust. I know some people who squeeze out the meat. So I'm not trying to knock them, but for me, I like having more meat in my patty. So far though, it's a very good patty in terms of the crust. The crust is really flaky. On my pants, the car, it's a really flaky patty.
You can vacuum it.
Okay, I'll go. The meat on the inside, what do you think about the flavor of the meat?
I still haven't gotten to it.
Oh damn, you normally order the curry one. Is it your first time having a beef patty?
No. Anytime I come to Brooklyn, I always get patty. Always.
I think the beef inside is probably better than the ones that I had before. It has more texture to it, and it feels a little bit more closer to real beef. Yeah, I think I'll probably give this patty like an 8.
It seems to have a lot of
Oh, yours got meat. Can I show them that? Hers, on the other hand, look nice. Look at that. But as you said, it looks fatty.
Wow, okay, for Tasty Delicious, have I gone back? No. Now, would I travel states or boroughs for it? Let's talk about being memorable. This is one of those places I almost forgot that I went to, and it wasn't because it wasn't good or it was bad. I just, for some reason, kind of forgot about it. You know, watching the videos, I was like, oh, okay, now I kind of remember what the patties taste like. I think the items there were pretty average. Nothing for me was over the top. Now, what was most memorable, I will never forget that white chicken patty. It kind of threw me off a lot. In Jamaica, or even here in New York, when you think of a chicken patty, it's usually curry. So that kind of really threw me. I can't really speak about consistency because I don't recall getting many bad feedback from people in comments, or I never went back again. So I can't really speak on consistency. Now, would I travel states or boroughs for it? No, I wouldn't travel states or boroughs for it. However, if I'm in the area, I'll definitely grab something from them. I also heard that their food is really good there. I never went to try the food as yet, but maybe in the future.
Welcome back to Soai. And if you've been following the series, you know I'm trying to find 100 Jamaican/Caribbean restaurants here in New York. And this is episode 6. If you haven't seen your favorite restaurant in the first 5, do drop it in the comments and we could put it on the list of 100. All right, it's been amazing thus far. And today we're going to be checking out our 6th restaurant. So here we go, episode 6.
So I had an incredible last night. So went out for tacos, had a couple drinks. Those drinks were amazing. If you saw that vlog, you saw that vlog. And I feel good, but I woke up this morning and wanted soup. It's like 11:50 right now. And I was just like, yo, I want some soup. So I do know this block a little bit here in Brooklyn. And there's this guy, I pass this place all the time, never tried the soup before. There's a guy out there that normally watches my content, always hail him up every time I'm there. And I asked him, I was like, is the soup good? He was like, yeah, the soup is pretty good there. So I believe it's a corn soup. So for some strange reason, I was just feeling for that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take you guys out there. If you guys know the spot, then that's amazing. Also remember, we're doing 100 Jamaican restaurants or Caribbean inspired restaurants, and you guys are very important to giving me suggestions. So hopefully I'll go out there today and find him, because it's pretty cold, but it is a Saturday. I know he's always out there on a Saturday, and I think Saturday soup in the cold is just the perfect remedy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what video did you see?
I saw all your videos.
Oh my god.
Since when you was in Jamaica?
Really?
I swear to God. Where you at? Let me go this way.
Got this one. Press this one here. Here we go. Awesome.
My daughter is gonna thank you.
You're welcome.
Good to
Hey,
see you.
question, the soup guy that's normally there, where he at?
This one's a good one too.
They have good soup in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's a good one.
It nice? Which soup
Which
you have?
one? Yeah, that's
No,
what I told them.
pigtail.
No, this
Stew peas.
red peas.
Red pea soup. All right, I'm gonna get
Okay,
one.
good.
All right, I'm gonna get one.
Nice to meet you.
All right, it's a pleasure meeting you too. Okay, so my friend was right. My friend said to me that it's cold and they ain't gonna be out there. And I was like, yo, what you talking about? Money off of Mick. So yeah, he's not out there. But funny enough, for a couple months, I used to be passing this guy, this restaurant here, and there's a guy there. He's always like, yo, I watch your videos then, bro. Come give me a feature. So here we are. Soup is what I want. So I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna tell you guys what I think. Typical Jamaican sign. It looks washed out, faded out. And that's telling me that this place has been here for at least 2 years. Dee is here. She's gonna show me the food then. visualize it. She cute and petite. So a nice people are gonna serve your food here, but she's just a little bit scared of the camera. So you want to see D and know who D be, and then try the food, then you can just forward down to Sterling Crust. So we're gonna look at the food here now. So first off, I know that this is rice and peas, white rice, callaloo rice,
Spinach rice.
rotted spinach rice, okay.
We have pumpkin vegetable rice.
So when you get something to eat, which are the rices you would recommend to your customers?
Alright, so being that I'm on the healthy side, as you say that petite, do the spinach rice.
Spinach rice.
That's correct.
Got you, got
We
you.
have oxtail right here. We have stewed chicken.
Stew chicken. I have a question. Anybody ever come here and order curry goat and rice and peas?
Sure. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
I don't really sell them that and not curry goat and white rice?
Curry goat and rice.
Oh my God.
Pumpkin rice, the spinach rice,
All right, cool. And this is
stewed peas,
stew peas, okay,
Yes.
pigtail, okay.
pigtail, and beef. And
Okay.
we have stewed beef right here.
Stew beef.
We have
That
curry
smells
goat
good. The
that
stew
you
beef
just
smells
asked
really good.
about.
Yeah, the curry goats,
Yeah. We have curry chicken.
curry chicken,
We have curry chicken foot.
curry chicken. So people, hold on there. Have you ever had an American that come in here and order this?
A lot of time.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you guys ever do the pigtail one or just always chicken?
We do the pigtail, but we stick to the chicken and chicken foot because
Okay.
that's what the customers rather.
Got you. So the chicken for, all right, wow, that's interesting. All right, food eating time. So we got for those people who are like, oh my gosh, why are you eating outside? We can eat inside. Like I mentioned before, they do have, seating in here, which is nice. A little bit colder on this side, to be honest, but yeah, nice nonetheless. So this is what the soup looks like. I would say it's a very good consistency. It's not too thick, it's not too watery. It have a nice amount of body. Personally speaking, when it comes to red pea soup, I stereotypically want pigtail inside of it. I think anything else inside of it for me, it just makes it it's not as nostalgic. Bro, you can taste the boiled foods in there. I remember I used to hear older folks back in the day telling you that they would drink the pot water. The pot water basically is like after all the foods are boiled and whatever water is left behind, that's what they would drink. So the yam, the banana, the chocho, the potato, they drink the water. And that water has a lot of nutrients still in there. There's the starches, the vitamins, it's still in the water. I can taste that in this soup. Nice body, velvety. My favorite part is just tasting those foods inside of it there. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Someone said that they don't cheap out with the food, like they give you a nice healthy portion size. Let's try this chicken. That's what I expected. That's good. That dude was not playing when he was in the car saying that it was good. I can say meaty and bony, sounds strange, but if this is a part of like chicken back, so in Jamaica, growing up, you used to hear about chicken back, and people think if you have chicken back, you're poor or you're not really appetite or whatever the case is. The chicken back in the US is phenomenal because some people like bony parts, so they love chicken back. But here, the chicken back is meaty.
Have I gone back to this spot? Yes, I've gone back maybe 2 other times. Now, I laugh because I went to this place the first time I landed in New York City and I tried their oxtail and I absolutely hated it. I was so disappointed that day with the oxtail and I told myself I would never walk back in. But in that video, I met a subscriber, they told me to check out the soup and I was just like, God, please bless my taste buds today to have a good experience. And everything worked out to be really, really good. So what was most memorable for me? What's most memorable? Their porridges. I think I've only tried their cornmeal porridge and their cornmeal porridge is absolutely amazing. that soup that I had was really, really good. Now, in terms of consistency with the porridge and the soup, I can definitely attest to that. Everything else, not so much. And that's because the oxtail still resonates in my mind. Now, would I travel states or boroughs for it? I would travel boroughs just to have that porridge again. I'm a big fan of porridge, and I probably would have traveled boroughs to have their soup as well.
I record with you know, so I have simple rules. I keep the video rated R. So it's real, raw, and respectful.
Of course.
Are you ready?
Always respectful.
All right, let's go. All right, guys. Welcome back to Soai. Some people know that's stuck on an island. Well, I'm stuck with you guys, and we are always smiling. And today, we're going to be trying vegan food. And I don't know, I have a subscriber friend hit me up on Instagram. She's like, oh, Soai, I saw you in Nisha's video. And I was just like, what video? And I was like, you know what? Let me try to get her in my video today. Right? So we're here with Vibes, with Empress. There we go.
Big up on yourself.
Straight.
Yeah, man.
And the vibe today is because you said, you know, I'm the meat thing.
Right, of course.
Straight vegan. So we walked past the place just now, and then I was reading it on Instagram as healthy as Motha, but it's actually healthy as a mother, which the acronym for that is HAAM, which is ham, and it's a vegan spot. That's wild, but it's right behind us there. I think I might have seen someone post it somewhere on social media before. I'm not too sure, but I'm excited to go in there now. The name is catchy. Pretty interesting. We're gonna go to ham to have vegan food. That's wild. Okay, very Caribbean feeling, very Afrobeatsy. A lot of skin tones. Loving that. All right. What's your initial thoughts coming into here? Like, what do you feel like?
A nice little place. Look decent. Yeah. I mean.
But there's a big but.
No, me I wonder why we did pass it, but you know you can't really judge a place based on the outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's about the food, right? Inside liquor and nice and neat. That's all I can say for now.
Cheers! Hey!
This coconut is nice.
This right here is my dinner. So we got, this seems like it's pumpkin. So it's pumpkin right here. This looks like callaloo. Definitely the roti. And I believe this is kind of some type of a mushroom, but they're curried it and everything. This might be like a tamarind sauce. I'm just looking and visualizing and trying to figure it out. When I taste it, I'll tell you guys, but this is definitely pumpkin, I know that for sure. Huh? Spinach? Oh, cool. Yeah, so it's spinach and not callaloo. So we're gonna dig in and I'm gonna tell you what I think about it.
Oyster mushroom burger with yuca fries and tamarind sauce. This looks so good.
It looks really good.
Oh, we can't wait.
What a sexy
I'm gonna eat everything off of this plate. Everything.
We'll have to see if you really can now.
Hold on. Call me cream.
This is the place to be. Whoever cooked that food, I don't know. You have to find which other vegan restaurant can beat that one.
Right?
No, seriously.
This one, this is good. It feels, I'm not gonna say it's 100% like chicken, but it's like 85% there. It's like,
Wow.
It tastes like a piece of chicken breast.
Oh, that's just us. Just a look.
You want some? No?
Sorry, take time.
Cool.
Take time with
Never. The food is nice.
Now, ham. Have I gone back? No. I haven't gone back because I'm not necessarily a vegan. I just don't like being closed in a box like that. But I would recommend people go there, especially if you're a vegan, because everything that they served that day was really, really good. Funny enough, what was most memorable was the coconut. That coconut was good. I think they said it's from Indonesia or Tahiti. I don't remember. You have to go back and watch the video and you'd hear what I said. But would I travel states or boroughs for it? No, I wouldn't travel states or boroughs for it. But if a friend of mine who I know is vegan comes into the city, I would definitely take them to this spot. In terms of consistency, unfortunately, I can't speak on that because I only went once and I didn't really hear bad reviews from anyone coming back to me about this place.
All right, guys, welcome back to Soai. And like you should already know, if you've been following the series for a while, we are trying to find 100 Jamaican/Caribbean inspired restaurants here in New York. Now, overwhelmingly, when I tried the jerk from the Jerk House, a lot of people have been saying Peppa's. Quite frankly, I might step on a couple people's toes today because I may like it or I may not. Now, when I was here in Brooklyn, I used to always walk past Peppa's. I see it all the time. And I think, like a few of us, I'm a bit skeptical with trying new jerk because many people say that they do jerk chicken. Some people definitely don't do it at all. Now, I was searching for a Peppa's around here because there's more than one location, so I might not like this one, and maybe the one that you recommend is not the one that I'm going to. When I checked on a couple reviews, some places had 2.7 stars, which is pretty bad out of 5. This one that I'm going to, I think, has 3.1. A lot of people were complaining about either customer service or waiting in line. Didn't read long enough to see if they were talking about the food though. So we're gonna head up there and hopefully I'll get some good jerk chicken. I'm also gonna try the jerk pork. No one mentioned the pork, but I'm gonna try jerk chicken and jerk pork today. So I'm on the one at 791 Prospect Place. So again, if this is the one that you're looking for, this is the address. Now, I think it's a really cool thing to see franchising on something like jerk. Now, to give you an idea of what I consider a very good jerk, some people might disagree or agree with me. I used to love the jerk from Scotchies. If you've been to the one in Kingston or the one in Montego Bay, those for me were like really good jerks. What I consider a very good jerk is if it's done on pimento wood, that is like big points there, which they used to do. Nice smoky flavor, well seasoned, but it shouldn't be too seasoned. So all that season should infuse into the meat. The outside, I like to have the crispiness, the darkness from the charring, all that stuff. If you're a jerk fanatic, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But on top of that, I used to love that Scotchies did their meats. It was tender. It wasn't tough. It wasn't dried out. It was nice, soft, and succulent. Now, my opinion is not the only one that matters. I went on to Google really quick just to see a quick bit of reviews. 3.7 stars here out of 5. The first person said, love their chicken. You must have festival to go with it. They have festivals inside, that's amazing. And the last comment I'll read is the oxtails were good too. They probably said more, but you guys can come here and figure it out on yourself, or you can watch this video and I'm gonna tell you exactly what I think. So let's hop inside. Hopefully the customer service is great and the food is greater. All right, so quickly, let me show you what the outsides look. Again, some people will say, why are you eating outside? Well, jerk chicken has influences of being a street food, and I really appreciate that they have this bench out here. So if you want to be out here, have your jerk chicken and your festival or your pork, you have the opportunity to do that. And to be real with you, living in the city, being cooped up in a building a majority of the time, if I get the opportunity to be outside and to eat outside, I'm definitely gonna do that. So I really appreciate that. So outside is pretty clean. When I usually passed here, there would be people waiting for their food. That would be usually in the evening. Usually they get busy, they say somewhere between 2 p.m. to 4. It's somewhere minutes to 2 right now. So yeah, that's that. Let's walk inside. Most of the places I've reviewed thus far, it's cash only. Here you have the option. So if you want to use your card, your Apple Pay, Tap to Pay, whatever, this is the kiosk that you're going to use it at. And yeah, see the signs EBT accepted here. And then this part here is cash only, right?
Correct.
Cool. And we have, who do we have here today? Italia? Man, Italia. I like the hair. The hair work with you really nicely. You want to tell me anything about Peppa's, like what is it that you like, the food, stuff like that?
So me personally, I've worked for Peppa's for about 4 years.
4 years? Wow.
Yes, multiple different locations. It's a family franchise, so they're many locations, about 8 or so. We have locations in Manhattan. We have locations in Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn. Majority of our locations are in Brooklyn, so about 4 to 5 in Brooklyn alone. It's been started from around, I want to say, like the 90s.
From the 90s?
Yeah.
All right, now that you're a little bit free, tell me about your the sauces, like the jerk sauce, like a real jerk sauce or a barbecue. I love the way you look for me now. You look for me like you say, what you just say? So right now you're just pouring out just like ketchup and stuff, right?
No, I'm doing the jerk sauce.
The jerk sauce?
We're not on the jerk sauce. So,
Okay.
yeah, we small container because it sells as much as it does. So gotta fill that up, so we can have enough to sell.
Wow.
So just something to do with my downtime.
So wait, you guys sell them as individual packs? Wow.
So the container is 60 cents. We can do an 8 ounce.
Okay.
We can do a 16 ounce. Like people come and just buy just jerk sauce.
Damn, okay. All right, for me, I think I've heard enough of what I need to hear. So I'm gonna use the kiosk. I'm gonna do that whole tap to pay thing. And like I said, jerk chicken, jerk pork. On our festival? Oh God, and festival. Festival is going crazy. It's $1.25 for one festival. God, you have to reach over here. I'm gonna throw a bit of that jerk sauce on top of my pork. And we're gonna start out, first of all, trying the festival. I'm gonna tell you as it is, $1.25 on festival is crazy work. But still, this, what I'm feeling here, feels special. It feels like it's definitely worth $1.25. $1.25 could I buy you half a bag of flour. So this flour, or this festival, have to live up to that. This is what a festival looks like. It looks like what I want in a festival. It feels super soft. It's not oily. Let's break. Look at that. Looks really good. Let's bite into it. Yes, sir. I'm gonna buy more. Bro, all right, so the jerk chicken, I got it with the escovitch side. They actually put the escovitch on top of it. Now, that's something that I could tell you is really nice. Jerk chicken with the escovitch top, it's different, but it's really good. It is heavenly looking. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I do make a better pickle. But nonetheless, it's nice. Now, what we're really here for, though, is the chicken. So when I was selecting, it gave you the option of well done or burnt. I honestly don't know who orders their chicken like that, but people do. I told them I want my chicken to be juicy, so don't overcook it. Don't do all that stuff that you guys normally do. Look at my chicken. Look at that chicken. Look at the skin. This, I can tell it tastes good already just by the feel of it. If you know how to cook and you eat as much as I do, I promise you. Here we go. It's tender enough. Comes out so easy. That is good. I just love the skin on this. The skin on it is great. However, the escovitch, that was a miss for me today. It's a really...
Peppers. Man, okay. Have I gone back? I think I've gone back once. Would I travel states or borrows for it? maybe a little bit more than the other jerk place, just because I think the jerk was a little bit more there. Now, I wouldn't travel states or bars back for it, unfortunately. No, I'm not gonna do it. Now, what was most memorable? Yo, them festivals were really good. $1.25, I think it was, but they were really good on the day. And I tried it after again too, and it was pretty good. Now, in terms of consistency, I don't know. I can't really speak much to consistency. That's another topic. I find a lot of the Caribbean spots that I've been to really lack on those parts. You will go there one day and it's really good, and then the other day you go, it's not as consistent. But in terms of the comments that I've gotten from people, some people absolutely love it, some people absolutely don't love it. So there's that. Now, what I can remember about this place, I remembered the jerk pork on the day tasting more like a stew pork, and I believed I liked the rice and peas, and the jerk chicken was okay. Again, like I said with jerk, it's hard to really get that flavor if it's not done on a charcoal grill.
All right, guys, welcome back to Soai. And you guys should know already, if you've been watching the series, that we're trying to find 100 Jamaican/Caribbean inspired restaurants all across New York. So they're Trini/Chinese. Now, I think that's a really good mix. Usually when I would be walking this block, I would see this spot very, very much occupied. Like, a lot of people normally come here, especially on a Saturday. I'll give you guys the address and everything in the links in the description box so you guys can find it yourself. And I think I had roti from them once. Today, I'm feeling for a roti. So we're gonna have a chicken roti. Usually you could get it as a boneless or bone-in. The boneless one is more expensive. It's like about $12. I did see they have like cassava pone, which is kind of like our cornmeal pudding. So yeah, that's gonna be the vibe. We're gonna make this video pretty quick, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about this spot. Last time I had it, I enjoyed it, and a lot of people here in Brooklyn definitely seem that they enjoy it too. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys, as usual, what it looks like on the outside so you can find it yourself whenever you guys come over here. So it's on 788 Nostrand Avenue, just like a typical place that's been open for a while. The awnings look a little bit washed out, and that tells me that they've been in business for quite a bit of time. I could tell it's probably been here for at least 3 years. So it's called the Trinidad Golden Place, and it says Trinidad Chinese style bakery, roti and doubles. Damn, already it's starting to pack up in here. I guess usually more packed on the weekend. Oh yeah, do remember, most of these establishments are cash only, so walk with the money. Make sure you walk with your money. So yeah, I'm gonna get the roti. All right, so just got my roti. This thing is big as hell on an Apple J. Growing up, used to love them drinks. Yo, look at the size of this thing, yo. Yo. This feels like it weighs maybe like maybe 2 pounds? 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. This feels heavy as hell. Damn, that's a big roti. That's crazy. All right, let's unwrap this and see what it looks like. Oh, damn. Woo. My God. It is just, my hands are going to be very messy. Woo. Oh my gosh. Yo, immediately, you just smell the curry. Right away you smell the curry. The curry smell strong. Ooh. I don't even know if I should just bite into this or what. Good God. This is a whole meal. Look at this. This is crazy. Yo. I apologize if I'm eating this the wrong way, but this is freaking delicious. If you look inside there, if I could go closer, you can see like the chickpeas, I think they call that chana or whatever. I can taste the tamarind sauce that he recommended. Nice, spicy. Ooh, damn. And there's no seating on the inside. It's nice and messy with the curry. I feel my spirits looking right. Let's go. Now, the ones with the bone in is a bit cheaper, but it's annoying to eat. I bought that one before. You gotta be taking out the bones. This one, bite right into it. It's just pure white meat. So for me, the spice level on it is good. It's not too spicy, but you know that there's pepper in there. Just perfect for me. The roti itself it's nice and soft. See that it wiggles really well. So when you bite into it, just a nice amount of texture. There's also potatoes in here. I don't know if it's the correct way to eat it, or if I should put it on a plate and open it up and all that stuff, but it's somewhat street food ready if you ask me. You see the chickpeas just falling out. Ooh. He said I should make sure I take off the top part because it got stuck on there. So this pone here is made from scratch. It's gonna be my very first time having a cassava pone. Let's try. It's not what I expected, it's different. So the flavors on this are very subtle. I'm not tasting much of anything. It's more textural. So it will feel like a fairly thick cornmeal porridge, but when you bite into it, it's almost at the top layer. If you guys can see that there, it's a lot more glossy, so it feels more gelatinous. And then the lower level, it's a little bit more crispy, so it has nice little burnt edge. Oh, if you look under here, you can see that. So I think it's more of a textural type of pastry. And then the coconut inside, you feel a nice little crunch from those. I don't know, it's not bad. But let's open this up really quick. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. So this is a doubles. I got it with the
Trinidad Golden Place. Have I gone back? Yes, I have gone back, and I've been even before I did that video. Now, would I travel states or boroughs for it? I'm a little bit thinking about traveling states for it, but definitely I would travel boroughs for it. Now, what was most memorable? What was most memorable for me was the doubles. This spot really got me to fall in love with Trini food, especially doubles. Now, in terms of consistency, I found that they've probably been the most consistent with the Trini spots that I've been to. I think they hit like the perfect margin of like the spices, the textures of the food, the wait times. And I could tell you, this place is heavily supported. When I was living in Brooklyn, especially in the weekend, man, there is lines for this place, and those lines never lie.
All right, guys, welcome back to Soai, and in today's video, I'm taking you guys into the door. Now, you guys know I'm on an adventure to check out 100 Jamaican restaurants or Caribbean-inspired restaurants here in New York City. And so far, we've been doing pretty good. Now, you guys have been giving me this place as a suggestion for the past couple weeks. Everybody's been saying, check out the door, check out the door. So it is a Sunday, and I feel for some Sunday brunch. So we're gonna be heading into the door and see whatever secrets and flavor they have hidden behind there. Let's go. All right, so finally made it inside of the door. What's my overall impressions? It's a bit different. Now, I don't think I've ever experienced a fine dine experience that is Jamaican owned or with Jamaican food. To be true, a real fine dine experience is usually white gloved. So most of us think that we've been to fine dine, but truly we necessarily haven't. What do I think? I think it's very family oriented. It's a Sunday and there's like a bunch of people that are here. Seems very Caribbean inspired. All the people are here. Maybe they're coming in from church or whatever. But the place is packed. The parking lot says it all. Like you can't get any parking. So if you're coming here, I would definitely tell you come as early as possible. The seating was pretty quick though. I think it's about $30 per person. So it's buffet style, all you can eat, and you got, what is it, 90 minutes?
Yeah.
We got 90 minutes to eat. Now on the food, you guys know I'm big on telling you guys the food experience. Honestly, I'm not sure this is gonna be the food experience that I would expect from the door on a day-to-day because it's buffet style food. They're gonna be pumping out a lot of food at a pretty affordable price, so I won't talk too strongly on that. I will, however, come back here on an off day where I can just have the real thing, like some oxtail, rice and peas and all that stuff. All right, so we're gonna go to the buffet section. I'm gonna show you guys what that's like. And so far, customer service has been good. The host got us to our seats. The waiter came in, polite, everything. Completely different than some of the Jamaican spots that I've been to. So, thumbs up for that. So the waiter just came with a drink. This is a pineapple ginger. Tastes almost very home style. All right, so we're here with Mo today, and you told me about your experience being here as a kid. What was that like?
I've been coming here since I was a teenager, so I'm in my 30s. That's quite some time. A family member was living here in Queens and suggested my mom and I come out for a Saturday night dinner, and they actually had a live band at the time. This was in the early 2000s, and I absolutely loved it. So I started coming every year for my birthday, started bringing friends here, and as time has gone on, I've continued to love it so much. So it's been a while since I've been here now. It's changed a lot, but it definitely continues with the great service they have, and I'm hoping that the food continues to remain amazing.
Change for the better?
Yeah, well, probably maintained, I would say, because it was always great. I never had an issue. They've always been top-level service. The food has always been good.
No, I'm talking like the environment, like how it looks on the inside.
Yeah, definitely. It was never
better?
like this. Yeah, they've expanded. It was a lot more. It was a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Probably just this area here maybe was a restaurant. So they've gotten expanded out this way. And they're offering buffet. That wasn't something they were offering before. But the menu seems to be pretty much the same, probably with a couple extra items.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so I got my plate. I'm gonna take this opportunity to sample things and see, what I'll be coming back here to try. So my plate looks very Jamaican breakfast-like. Green bananas, saltfish, goat, curry goat, beef liver, plantain, fried dumpling, boiled dumpling, fried dumpling with a little bit of oil gravy on it.
You can tell they use butter.
Fried dumplings are pretty decent fried dumpling. Airy inside, can't complain about that. And the saltfish is saltfishing. Curry goat. It's a bit dark in here. That's why I really like eating outside. It's dark.
4 to 5? 4 to 5?
4 to 5. Nice amount of spice in this goat too.
I'm curious about the liver.
It's spicy.
The liver looks hearty. When I usually eat here, I get the curry goat. And it's always a good portion that they give you. I think the prices are pretty decent too. I was looking at the most recent price menu, and it's relatively what you would get, I guess, if you went to a, it wouldn't be like a cook shop, but it's a good price. I used to get the brown stew, and it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. It kind of tastes like they made some adjustments to the recipe, but they may have perfected it since I last been here too.
Hey yo, this liver is good.
Looks like it.
seasoned properly. The spices on this.
Now, the door. I kept hearing about this place, and have I gone back? No, I went only once. Would I go back? Yeah, I would go back if I had family coming in town and we want to find somewhere just to really sit and have like a Jamaican meal in a more family setting on a Sunday. I think the price is pretty good, but I found that the weekly prices for some of the stuff were a little bit higher than what the quality of food really is. I tell people all the time, if your food is pretty expensive, the quality has to really blow your mind. And quality wise, I found it to be just a little bit over the average. Now, in terms of consistency, I can't speak on it really, but I did see comments where people said back in the day, it was way better than what it is like now. Now, what was most memorable? What was most memorable was probably spending time with Mo there, just really having a meal together and just hearing about her previous experience with the place. Yeah, that was the most memorable part. And I think that's the selling point of this spot. It's a place where you can really go with family and have some pretty good Jamaican food. And again, if I have family coming into town and we want to sit down and have a buffet, especially if that family member is greedy, yeah, I would take them here on a Sunday. Now, which place was my number one pick? It's gonna sound like I'm a sellout because I am a Jamaican. I'm gonna go with Trinidad Golden Place. Yeah, this place really got me to fall in love with Trini food. It felt like a whole new experience, and I loved how the roti felt really engaging. Also, what you get for the price is really endearing. For $12, you get this big thing. Why for that, bro? But for $12, you get something that is extremely shareable. I've never eaten one entire roti by myself in one sitting, so I absolutely love that about the place. I also love the fact that the community supports it heavily, and that also says a lot to me about its consistency. So there we have it. That's the first 10 in the series of 100, and that's how I felt weeks, mostly months, even a year after checking these places out. Now, if you want to go check out these episodes individually, you can check out my playlist of 100 Jamaican/Caribbean inspired restaurants in New York City, where you'll get my deep dive breakdown of each of these spots. And I might share a little bit of history of each of these dishes and talk to a couple of the owners. If you guys want to see more episodes breaking down the other places that I went to in the 100, drop in the comments and let me know if you want to see that. But until then, remember these three things: love, nature, and adaptation. And always remember to keep the link.